Hello Soul Surgery viewers, thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be speaking about how do we align with our truest purpose. And this was a really popular topic that lots of you were asking for. And the top 3 takeaways that I'm going to be speaking about today are: the more you heal and release the programming of your mind, the more you release the stories that you have identified with from your past and come home to your truth and honoring the truth of who you are. You do not need to find your purpose, because your purpose will find you. Number 2, finding your purpose or allowing your purpose to find you will not come from the programming in your mind. And number 3, I'm going to be teaching you a practice to connect with the very things that mean the most to you, authentic to you, which will give you some clarity into what your purpose might actually be. So let's begin. This is clearly one of the most popular topics, because everybody wants to bring more meaning to our lives. Is it really possible that we can get up and use our days doing something that deeply fulfills us, that brings great meaning to us, that makes the days of our life really worthwhile? You know, we are taught all this programming of what is the picture of success, and what is the picture of being a good person, and what is the picture of being able to create good security and good money and being responsible. But all of that is programming. It's all the noise of the mind. And everything in the mind is inherited, absorbed from someone else's opinions, someone else's ideas, somewhere else. It is not our truth. And so the first step to this process is even getting clear on what are the stories that you are identifying with about the ability and the possibility of you living a more meaningful and fulfilling life, being of service, doing something you love, something you care about. When you bring awareness to the stories that are there now, you will be able to see what are the beliefs that are leading your actions and leading your choices and stopping you from choosing anything else. You know, I used to think that if I was ever going to be able to be secure and take care of myself and be a mum and be accepted by my family, I had to work in an office and I had to make a certain amount of money and I had to go to work 9 to 5 every day, and that was me being a good girl. But all of that were just projections and ideas learned from someone else. I was becoming someone I thought I should be, but I was moving further and further away from who I truly am. And that is happening to so many of us in this world. And we wonder why we feel so unfulfilled and so suppressed and so empty. There is something in this world where you can bring your past and everything that you've lived through and all the gifts about who you are uniquely and all the things that you love the most, and to be able to bring all that and create an offering that will be of use in this world. And that is your purpose. Can you even believe that that's possible? Well, if you want to believe it's possible, you first have to be able to see the beliefs and the stories that are limiting your view, that are limiting your ability to see another possibility. All the stories within your mind that are telling you that you won't be safe if you were to follow your heart, or that you won't be supported, or that you're not worthy, or that you're not good enough, or it's too frightening, or you'll be rejected, or you won't be loved. go inward and look with real courage and commitment at the stories and the belief systems that you are carrying right now that are contaminating how you see life around you and that are leading the choices that you're making. Because they are from the mind and they are from the past. If you really want to start hearing your truth beyond the mind, beyond the programming, then we need to drop into the heart. The heart is the seat of truth, the seat of consciousness, the space beyond the programming, the space beyond the noise. When we spend time each day listening to the truth of our heart, asking ourselves, asking our heart, how does this feel? Is this what I want? Is this not what I don't want? In Chinese medicine, the heart is known as the house of Shen, the place that we should go for all our answers. If you are having to make a big decision about taking a job or not taking a job, drop out of your mind and drop into your heart. When I take this job, how does it feel in my heart? And you'll notice, does it feel contracting, tight? When I don't take this job, how does it feel in my heart? And you will hear the answer. So the first committed practice is starting a practice that you are willing to repeat regularly of learning to listen to your own heart, out of the mind, challenging the mind, challenging the stories and the beliefs that you're getting awareness around. And you will start breaking out of the tightness, of the grip, of the stories that are coming from the programming that are contaminating the choices that you're making. These stories, these ideas, and that's all they are, they're ideas of who we're meant to be or who we should be, are not the same as who we truly are. When we really make a commitment, and it is a commitment, to absolutely keep showing up for ourselves and doing the healing work so that we are willing to release all the points of pain and trauma and wounds that are getting in the way of our future. And we are willing to show up and take care of our internal worlds and listen to what our needs are, listen to what our truth is, and be able to show up and honor that. The more we align with ourselves and our truth, the more our life outside of us will start to respond. Are you being someone that you think you should be versus who you truly are? Ask yourself this question. Whose life are you living right now? The one someone else wanted for you, or the one that your heart is really calling for? Listen to the whispers within your heart, and you will hear something that might surprise you. Get your journals out every day and listen to the whispers of your heart. When we do the internal healing, the more trauma we release, the more stories we break our attachments to, the more we come home to our truth. And when we start living and hearing our truth, we can start making choices to support that. Does this feel good to me? Taking this house, getting into this relationship, listening to this person, does it feel good to me? How does my heart feel? Let your heart be your guide. Here's one practice to tap into, to really start getting a deeper connection to what might really mean the most to you. take a moment to close your eyes and think of a memory in your life when something really moved you, like moved you at such a deep, deep level and has left a real point of impact for you. Maybe it was watching a movie or watching something in the theatre, or maybe it was something on a retreat or something that someone said to you, or a moment of your own healing. I want you to think of that memory right now. And as you're thinking of that memory, I want you to remember, what were you feeling in that moment? Close your eyes, feel it. Feel the feelings you were feeling in that memory. I want you to feel it exaggerated, 10 times bigger. What were you feeling that was so moving, so inspiring, and so impactful on you? And now I want you to think, what are the elements of this memory? What are the elements of this memory that are really what created the impact? When I think back to my memory, it was people awakening. It was a moment on one of my retreats. Connection, freedom, and healing. And those are 4 aspects that are absolutely what I want to use my life for, creating and living. What are the elements of the memory that you're feeling right now that moved you so deeply and created an impact in your life? You can open your eyes now. Write it down, write in your journal. What was it? Was it joy? Was it inspiration? Was it creative expression? Was it liberation? Was it connection, nature, source? Whatever it is, write it down, because those words are what means the most to you. And you look at those words and you look and see, this is what means something to you. Could this be what you would want to use your life for? For me, creating awakening in human beings, deeper connection and freedom. Yes, that is what I want to use my life for. And how about for you? What are your words? What mean the most to you? And out of that, see, that will show you what your calling is. My calling is people are awakened. Maybe your calling is people connect deeper to nature, or deeper to source, or people experience joy, or people experience creative expression. Whatever it is, your calling should fill you up and bring vibrational life to every part of you, that you might want to get up every single day and use your life for that. How do you align with your truest purpose, your highest purpose? Connect to what brings meaning and joy to you, what means the most to who you are. Start to connect to your truth and listen to your heart beyond the programming of the mind. And from these discoveries, you will start to put together the pieces of the puzzle that show you who you are and what you care about the most. And that is life calling you. Life is calling you to create something from that, from you, from your truth. There is no other person on this planet identical to you. Nobody. There is no 2 beings on this planet completely identical. You are unique. And who you are and what is in your heart and what is your offering is unique, and it is needed. So I hope you find this useful. Please write in the comments below, or any big insights that came to you. Please share with me in the comments if you do the exercise and you discover what your calling really is. I love hearing from you. I will write back. And please do subscribe to Soul Surgery. Please support this channel so that we can get this content out to as many people as we can. And thank you so much for watching.